What's going on, guys? My name is Commander, coach of the Sylveon KC, and welcome to week 1 of the PDD, or Pokemon Draft Division League. Today, or not today, but for week 1 we are facing Podge, and I believe the Giraffe Trees. Very original name. You'll see his team coming up onto the right. If I remember to put it in there, but I'll read it off to you in case I don't. His team consists of Heatran, Superior, Hydreigon, Mamoswine, Fortress, Slowking, Rodamo, Hoopa, Rhydon, Garbodor, Wailord, and Mega Medicham. He was the first person to draft, so it's only fair that the last person in the draft, me, and the first person in the draft, Podge, goes head-to-head week 1. His team has some very challenging mons in it. Mamoswine is an issue. A Life Orb Mamoswine does a good chunk to my team. Also, if you don't know our team, I shall put that in. If you didn't watch the build or the draft, post-draft analysis, I shall put it in here, maybe? I don't know. The ARC team consists of Victini, Exegil, Azumarill, Sylveon, Chestnut, Flagon, Acelgor, Yuxi, Skuntank, Claydol, Lantern, and Mega Ampharos. And if you didn't watch my builder, or if you didn't watch my post-draft analysis, we may be changing some mons up a little bit, but that's for other videos. Right now we have to focus on this week 1 because it's either like in the Pick'em crew, either they are for us or they mean that I'm going to lose, because it's either choice of me or two people's locked Podge into winning, so we have to really screw over those locks. So as you can see, the team that we have, the 6 mons, I think can take on any and all. Hold on. I'm going to sneeze. Hey! As I said, I was going to sneeze. Any and all mons that he brings. And I shall show you why right here. So, first up, we have the mons that we chose was Victory the Victini, Azu the Azumarill, Zoe the Skuntank, GG it's Fabio because Fabio is here, Exedude the Excadrill, and Lala the Lantern. So immediately you can see Volt Switch, U-turn. That's like half my mons because there's one certain mon that really screws over Victini, and that's Heatran. I mean, I don't want to take Rhydon on either, but I have a mon specific for Rhydon. I have other answers to Rhydon. You'll see that most of my team is based on getting rid of Heatran, and then as we decided in the PFL chat, Banded Victini just cruds all over his team with V-Create. However, I have to get things whittled down. I have to get a Brox. If I don't get a Brox, I'm going to have a really bad time. I need to paralyze certain things, maybe. Victini cannot come in on rocks. You'll see I have 2 mons for that. If you didn't know, I drafted 6 hazard and 4 hazard removal. That's a lot. Let's go over the team right now. So as I said, our captain for this team is Victini. Banded Victini to start off right off the bat. Try and show everyone that we actually know what we're doing. V-Create, U-turn, Bolt Strike, Trick. So here's the deal. If we get later on and he starts doing a lot of switching, I can swap my choice band onto, let's say, Heatran or Superior. I don't want to give Superior choice band, no Heatran. But maybe like Slowking, and then we get some leftovers recovery just to keep Victini longer, or if there's an item that's really screwing us over, I can trick the choice band onto them, whack them, either take U-turn out, V-create them, etc. And then that'll give Victini some more opportunities to attack. Because I don't want a Wailord OHKOing Victini. Though I'm not expecting a Wailord. I should probably have talked about Podge's team. So, as I said, I've already said the team. I fully expect Mamoswine to come. 100% I'm expecting Mamoswine to come. There's no reason why he should not bring Mamoswine. Even though I have 3 mons with Levitate, in Flagon, Yuxi, and Claydol, as you can see from my team, I'm bringing 0 of those. So, a Life Orb Earthquake wrecks most of my team, but I have ways around it. I expect Teacher to come as it just completely stops a banded V-Create Victini. I expect Superior to come to take on a Azumarill, take on Exodrill. If I was bringing Claydol and Lantern, Leaf Storm, Contrary works really well. I expect Fortress as his only form of hazard removal. He drafted that after the draft was done. So if I can get rid, and you'll see that hazards are a good thing. If I can get rid of Fortress, and I have Mons for that outside of Victini, that can just completely, utterly poop on Fortress, then I should be good. He has a good chunk of hazards with Rhydon, Garbodor, Fortress, Heatran. However, and I wish I got a Magic Bouncer, but I did not get a Magic Bouncer, sadly. I was going to get Mega Absol, but that was taken just a little before, so I got Fabio instead. Which is okay. It gives me my Dragon type for the team, even though I drafted Flygon, like, the draft right after. No, I think that was my pick right after. And then... so that is Victini. So, I forgot. The team that I'm probably going to get, he's probably going to send in Heatran, Superior. I don't expect Hydreigon as I have 2 Fairy types, and Hydreigon just is done by Fairy types. I expect Mamoswine, Fortress. Those are the 4 I expect. Heatran, Superior, Mamoswine, Fortress. Mega Medicham, definitely, even though I have good answers to Mega Medicham. So why would you not bring your Mega? So that's 5, and then either maybe like a very defensive Slowking to take on Victini, or Garbodor for hazards, or that's what I expect. Mo to really screw with some of my ideas. However, the kind of cuts down Mo. So that's the ones I'm expecting. The only one I would be surprised with. I wouldn't be surprised with any of them. Because Wailord could come to body things. Hoopa is good against my team outside of my fairy situation. So you'll see that we planned for that very well. We planned for Hoopa very well. So that is Victini. Now we are going to go into Azumarill. Azu, Life Orb, huge power Azumarill. I'm not going to run defensive Azumarill quite yet. I'll wait until we face a person that has a prevalent grass pressure, and then you're going to see my really awesome moveset for that. But I just decided instead of Belly Drum, let's just go Life Orb, just hit things, Aqua Jet, Knock Off, Play Rough, Waterfall. Waterfall does a lot to his team. I mean, obviously it takes out Heatran, Superior, Play Rough can OHKO, has a chance to OHKO Superior. Hydreigon is OHKO'd by Play Rough. Mamoswine can be OHKO'd by Waterfall. Fortress can be, I think, it's a 2 KO for Waterfall, but then I can Waterfall Aqua Jet, I believe. Slowking, I think is OHKO, if I remember, is OHKO by Knockoff. Mo. Play Rough can OHKO it. Hoopa, Play Rough OHKOs, and Knockoff OHKOs it 3 times. Like, it's over 300%. Rhydon, Waterfall is OHKO'd by. Garbodor is the only real thing that can survive maybe a Waterfall if it's lucky. Wailord, obviously, a knockoff on a Play Rough would OHKO in. Mega Medicham is OHKO'd by Play Rough. And nothing bar probably a Thunder Punch. I didn't check that. Azu versus C. 334 to 394. Guaranteed OHKO. Mega Medicham, let's do this calc right here. See, nothing that he can really do in Play Rough OHKOs, but I'm curious if he brings like Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch doesn't OHKO. Well, Thunder Punch is the chance to OHKO. Even Waterfall OHKOs. So you can see Thunder Punch has a chance to OHKO. It's like a very small chance, and that's if rocks are up and I'm damaged. Though I should I'll know that. I don't think he'll be in Thunder Punch. That's not really common. Okay, moving on to our third mon is Zoe, the Expert Belt Skunk Tank. I was going to run Assault Vest, however, I need defog just in case I need to get rid of hazards for Bikini. But Dark Pulse, Skunk Tank put, like, between Azu and Skunk Tank, they put in probably the most work outside of Banded Bikini. When does Banded Bikini not put in work? Skunk Tank, even though it cannot touch Heatran, is very good against Superior. I think that Sledge Bomb Oko's it. Has a chance to Oko it. Can't touch Mamoswine, but Flamethrower can Oko Fortress. Dark Pulse is like a 2 KO maybe on Slowking. Sludge Bub can Oko Rotamo. Dark Pulse can take out Koopa. Rhydon is an issue, but I'm not going to be switching this in on a Rhydon because Earthquake. Garbodor is the only thing, like another one of the things that faster and Dark Pulse can flinch before Gunk Shot can hit, because Gunk Shot's a 2-hit KO, I think, if I remember right. I didn't explain this. I have enough HP to, what was it? I could take a certain move. I know I can definitely take Explosion after rocks and stuff. There was something that I had for this. And I can also take a flash. Let's see. Heatran. Can I? So offensive Heatran. I can take a flash cannon. And I can take an Iron Head. And this is just to be able to take certain attacks, if I remember right, that they would be using. Such as, like, maybe an Earth, not an Earth Power. I forget what it was. Maybe Leaf Storm. I think a Draco. I can take a Draco with this thing. Though I don't know why I would be keeping in on the Draco. Meanwhile, so that's Zoe.